The million-dollar question: what makes some people achieve extraordinary success while others remain stuck in mediocrity? I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not who you know, it's something far more powerful. It's the combination of thinking like a winner and working like an absolute beast. I've spent decades studying success. I've interviewed thousands of high achievers, and I've discovered something remarkable. Every single one of them shares these two critical traits. They think differently from average people, and they work with an intensity that would frighten most people. The beautiful truth about success is that it's available to anyone willing to pay the price. And that price is simple but demanding. You must elevate your thinking to that of a winner and intensify your work ethic to that of a beast. When you combine these two elements, something magical happens. Success becomes not just possible, it becomes inevitable. The exact formula that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Because once you understand how to think like a winner while working like a beast, your entire world will change. Your entire success story begins right here in your mind. Everything you are, everything you have, and everything you will become starts with one crucial element: your mindset, and not just any mindset. I'm talking about the mindset of a true winner. Every person who has ever achieved anything remarkable started exactly where you are right now. But they made one critical decision that changed everything. They decided to think differently. They decided to think like a winner. What does it mean to think like a winner? It means you see opportunities where others see obstacles. It means you see challenges as stepping stones, not roadblocks. Most importantly, it means you understand that success is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens because of you. Your mind is like the most powerful computer ever created, but here's the key difference. You get to program it. Every single thought you think, every word you say to yourself, every image you hold in your mind becomes part of your mental software. Winners understand this. They carefully program their minds for success. If you see yourself as average, you will get average results. If you see yourself as unstoppable, as someone destined for greatness, your results will follow that vision. This is not positive thinking. This is a fundamental law of human psychology. They start their day with absolute clarity about who they are and where they're going. Before their feet hit the floor in the morning, they have already seen themselves succeeding. They've already felt the feeling of achievement. They have already experienced their victory in their minds. This is not about pretending. This is not about fooling yourself. This is about programming your mind with absolute certainty about your ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. Winners don't hope they will succeed. They know they will succeed. The only question is when. Your current results are a perfect reflection of your current self-image. If you want better results, you must upgrade your self-image. You must see yourself as the person you want to become before you become that person. A powerful technique I use every single day. I call it future self-programming. Every morning, I spend 10 minutes seeing myself as the person I'm determined to become. I feel the confidence, I experience the success, I embrace the responsibility that comes with greater achievement. This is not visualization. This is mental rehearsal for success. The difference between winners and average performers is not talent or opportunity. It's their unshakable belief in their ability to succeed. Winners have programmed their minds to expect success. They have trained themselves to see solutions where others see problems. They have conditioned themselves to take action where others hesitate. What a wonderful thing about developing a winner's mindset. It automatically begins to impact how you work. Because when you truly believe in your ability to succeed, when you absolutely know that success is inevitable, something remarkable happens to your work ethic. You start working with an intensity that most people can't even imagine. Thinking like a winner is crucial, but without the work ethic of a beast, it's just wishful thinking. When you combine an unshakable winning mindset with relentless work ethic, you become unstoppable. Most people don't understand this. They think success is about working smart, not hard, but here's the truth. Real success demands both. You must work smart, and you must work with an intensity that would frighten most people. What does it mean to work like a beast? It means doing what others won't do. It means staying at the office when everyone else has gone home. It means waking up at 5 a.m. to work on your goals while your competition is still sleeping. It means pushing through when every fiber of your being is screaming to stop. Your body has a reserve tank of energy that kicks in precisely when your mind is telling you to quit. Most people never tap into this reserve because they listen to that first sign of fatigue. But when you work like a beast, you push through that barrier. That's where the magic happens. That's where champions are made. Extraordinary effort, not about killing yourself every single day. It's about consistency. The beast mode mentality is not about sporadic bursts of energy. It's about showing up every single day, rain or shine, motivated or not, and putting in the work. If you improve just 1% every day, in 1 year, you will be 37 times better. That's the power of consistent daily effort. That's what working like a beast really means. It's not about one heroic day of effort. It's about showing up every single day, ready to give everything you've got. Your comfort zone is your enemy. Every time you feel comfortable, that's a signal that you are not growing. That's why the beast mentality is so powerful. It pushes you to do what's uncomfortable, because that's where growth happens. That's where success is born. Disciplines are not exciting, but they are everything. The beast mentality is about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It's about making your daily disciplines non-negotiable. Most people work until they feel tired. Winners work until the job is done. Most people work until they reach their goal. Winners work until they have exceeded their own expectations. That's the beast mentality. That's what creates extraordinary results. Every single day, you are either building your dream or someone else's. When you work like a beast, you are building your dream with every action, every decision, every moment of effort. There's no middle ground. You are either all in or you are not in at all. What happens when you consistently work with this level of intensity? You build momentum, your results start to compound. Success becomes not just possible, but inevitable, because while others are looking for shortcuts, you are putting in the work. While others are making excuses, you are making progress. Now, something extraordinary happens when you combine a winner's mindset with a beaster's work ethic. It creates what I call the ultimate success multiplier. This is not just 1 + 1 = 2. This is 1 + 1 = 10 = 100 = infinite possibility. When you believe like a winner and work like a beast, you create unstoppable momentum. Your winning mindset feeds your intense work ethic, and your work ethic reinforces your winning mindset. It's a perfect success cycle that builds upon itself every single day. Let me share something powerful with you. I recently spoke with a top performer in sales. Everyone thought she was naturally gifted, but here's what they didn't see. She visualized her success every morning for 30 minutes, programming her mind for victory. Then she made 100 calls every single day without fail, while her competitors averaged just 20. Her mindset drove her work ethic, and her work ethic reinforced her mindset. Last year, she outsold her entire department combined. This is what happens when you align your thinking with your actions. Your confidence grows with every win, pushing you to work even harder. Your increased effort creates better results, which reinforces your winning mindset. It's an upward spiral of success that becomes unstoppable. When you think like a winner, you see opportunities that others miss. When you work like a beast, you have the energy and drive to seize those opportunities. This combination means you are not just working harder. You are working smarter and harder at the same time. I've seen this pattern repeat countless times. Take the entrepreneur who starts his day at 4. Not because he has to, but because his winning mindset demands excellence. He puts in 12 focused hours while maintaining absolute certainty about his success. Within 3 years, his company went from startup to industry leader. Why? Because when you combine unshakable belief with relentless effort, extraordinary becomes inevitable. This synergy creates something remarkable. It makes success automatic. Not easy, but automatic. Because when you think like a winner and work like a beast, failure is not just unlikely, it becomes impossible. The only variable is time. And here's what makes this combination truly powerful. It builds momentum. Each small win fuels your confidence. Each extra hour of focused work strengthens your belief. Before long, you are operating at a level that seems superhuman to others. But it's not superhuman. It's the natural result of aligning your mindset with your work ethic. Pay close attention, because I'm about to show you exactly how to break through every limitation that's been holding you back. I want you to imagine putting your hand against a wall. You feel the resistance, right? Just like that wall, your limitations are solid and real until you realize something powerful. Most of them exist only in your mind. Every single limitation you believe you have falls into one of two categories, real or imagined. And here's the shocking truth. 95 what's holding you back exists purely in your thoughts. These are invisible walls you have built yourself brick by brick through years of self-doubt and social conditioning. For years, experts said running a mile in under 4 minutes was physically impossible. They had scientific proof. They had medical evidence. But Bannister didn't just break that record. He shattered a universal belief system. And what happened next within just 1 year? 16 other runners did the same thing. The limitation wasn't physical, it was mental. The moment you decide that your current ceiling is actually your new floor, everything changes. Your mind starts finding ways over, under, around, or through every obstacle in your path. This is not positive thinking. This is the reality of human potential. Most people live their entire lives inside a box built by others. They have been told what's possible, what's realistic, what they should expect from life. But winners take those expectations and use them as stepping stones. Every you can't becomes a personal challenge. Every that's impossible becomes an invitation to prove otherwise. First, you feel resistance. Your mind tells you to stop. Your body might scream at you to quit. Society might tell you you are crazy. This is exactly where most people give up. But this resistance is actually a signal. It's telling you you are on the verge of a breakthrough. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's your compass. When you feel uncomfortable, when you feel scared, when you feel uncertain, that's your signal that you are growing. That's your indication that you are breaking through to a new level. Every time you hear yourself say, I can't, immediately add the word yet. This simple word transforms a limitation into a temporary situation. I can't handle that level of responsibility. Becomes I can't handle that level of responsibility yet. Feel the difference. One is a wall. The other is a challenge. Your standards create your life. Most people set their standards based on what they think is possible. Winners set their standards based on what they want to achieve. Then they figure out how to make it possible. This is how you break through every limitation. By refusing to accept current standards as final. Once you break through one ceiling, you realize that all ceilings are breakable. Your confidence grows. Your capacity expands. What seemed impossible yesterday becomes your warm-up tomorrow. Understanding how to break through limitations is crucial, but it's not enough. You need a daily battle plan to turn these breakthroughs into consistent progress. You need a systematic approach to making the impossible your new normal. Success is created in the trenches of your daily routine. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to share with you is the exact blueprint that turns ordinary days into extraordinary achievements. Your morning routine is not just about starting your day. It's about setting yourself up for victory. When you open your eyes, you have already won or lost the day. That first hour is sacred, while the rest of the world is hitting the snooze button. You are up at 5 a.m., conquering your day before most people even start theirs. You wake up and immediately make your bed. This is not about tidiness. It's about starting your day with a victory. Next, you spend 20 minutes in complete silence, programming your mind for success. You see yourself achieving your goals. You feel the victory. You own it in your mind before you create it in reality. But morning routine is just the beginning. Throughout your day, you need specific success triggers, habits that keep you in beast mode. Every single hour, you look at your top 3 goals. You ask yourself one critical question. Is what I'm doing right now moving me closer to my goals or further away? Small actions repeated consistently create unstoppable momentum. Every time you make a phone call, every time you complete a task, every time you push through when others would quit, you are not just doing work. You are building your success DNA. Here's what separates winners from everyone else. They maintain their intensity throughout the day. Most people start strong and fade. Winners start strong and get stronger. They understand that every minute counts. Every decision matters. Every action adds up. Your evening routine is just as critical as your morning. Winners don't just fall into bed exhausted. They review their day. They ask themselves 3 crucial questions. What did I accomplish? What could I have done better? What will I dominate tomorrow? Most people don't understand about maintaining beast mode. It's not about being hyped up 24/7. It's about consistent, focused intensity. It's about doing the right things at the right time with the right energy day after day. Every single day, you have 40 minutes. How many of those minutes are you using with absolute purpose? How many are you wasting? Winners account for every minute. They understand that time is the only resource you can't get back. Break your day into 15-minute segments. Before each segment, ask yourself, will these next 15 minutes bring me closer to my goals? This simple question keeps you focused. It keeps you in beast mode. It prevents the drift that kills most people's productivity. Your daily battle plan must become non-negotiable. Average people do what's convenient. Winners do what's necessary. They follow their plan regardless of how they feel, regardless of what's happening around them. You develop what I call success momentum. Each day builds on the one before it. Each victory creates the foundation for the next one. Your confidence grows. Your capacity expands. Your results multiply. This level of daily discipline requires something else, something that most people overlook, but that's absolutely critical to your success. It requires building the character of a true winner. Success is not just about what you do, it's about who you become. Character is not something you were born with. It's something you build decision by decision, day by day, moment by moment. Let me tell you what separates champions from everyone else. It's not their skills, it's not their talents, it's their character. Champions understand that everything you are on the outside is a direct reflection of who you are on the inside. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build your character. Every time you do what's right when no one's watching, you strengthen your integrity. Every time you take responsibility instead of making excuses, you forge your leadership. There are no mistakes, only lessons. There are no failures, only feedback. When something goes wrong, they don't waste time blaming others or circumstances. They ask one simple question: what can I do right now to make this better? Integrity is not about being perfect, it's about being whole. When your words match your actions, when your promises match your performance, when your values match your decisions, that's integrity. And integrity is the foundation of all lasting success. True leadership starts with self-leadership. Before you can lead others, you must prove you can lead yourself. This means doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It means setting the standard, not following it. Winners understand that character is destiny. Your daily habits create your character, and your character creates your future. Every decision you make is like a vote for the person you are becoming. Are you voting for success or mediocrity? Are you voting for excellence or average? It's not a burden, it's power. When you take 100 responsibility for everything in your life, you take 100 control of your destiny. No more excuses, no more blame, no more waiting for someone else to make things better. Success becomes inevitable, not because it's easy, but because you have become the kind of person who does whatever it takes to succeed. You have built the internal foundation that makes external success automatic. Now, building this kind of character comes with a price. And that's exactly what we need to talk about next. Understanding and being willing to pay the full price of success. Success has a price tag, and it's not on sale. You can't negotiate it. You can't get it on discount. You have to pay the full price. Most people want the rewards of success without understanding the real cost. They see the fancy car, the big house, the financial freedom, but they don't see the countless hours of work. They don't see the missed parties, the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices. It will cost you something. It will cost you your comfort zone. It will cost you your excuses. It will cost you your old habits. It will cost you your limiting beliefs. Most importantly, it will cost you the person you are now to become the person you need to be. Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. When you say yes to that early morning workout, you are saying no to extra sleep. When you say yes to working late on your business, you are saying no to watching TV. Winners understand this. They make these trades willingly because they understand the return on investment. Success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. But even that's not quite right. It's a marathon you run at a sprint pace. You have to be willing to sustain your maximum effort, not just for days or weeks, but for years. The returns are exponential. Yes, you pay the price up front. Yes, it's demanding. Yes, it requires everything you have got. But the rewards, they last a lifetime. The person you become in the process, priceless. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to share with you is not just about change. It's about transformation, real, permanent, life-altering transformation, the kind that turns average performers into unstoppable forces of nature. It happens in an instant, the moment you make a real decision. Not a wish, not a hope, but a real decision. Everything changes. That decision becomes the line in the sand between who you were and who you are becoming. But most people don't understand the transformation process. They try to change their results without changing their identity. That's like trying to grow roses in concrete. It doesn't work. Real transformation starts with one fundamental shift. You must become the person who deserves the success you want. Every single habit you have right now perfectly serves your current identity. If you want new results, you need new habits. But to make those new habits stick, you need a new identity. You need to start seeing yourself as the person who already has the success you want. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. When you start acting like the person you want to become, those actions become automatic. They become who you are, not just what you do. Small wins stacked daily create unstoppable force. Every time you follow through on a commitment, you build momentum. Every time you push past resistance, you gain speed. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you accelerate. Most people fail at transformation because they try to change too much at once. Winners understand that lasting change comes from small, consistent actions repeated daily. They focus on progress, not perfection. They understand that each small victory builds a foundation for the next one. Your new habits become automatic. Your new identity becomes natural. Your new level of success becomes inevitable. Not because it's easy, but because you have literally become a different person. Someone who couldn't fail at success if they tried. Now pay close attention, because everything we have discussed leads to this final crucial moment. The moment where you must take immediate action. Stand up. Right now, stand up. This is your moment. This is your time. Everything we have talked about today means nothing without this crucial element, action. Look around you. In 5 years, some people in this room will have completely transformed their lives. They will have reached levels of success that right now seem impossible.